Good afternoon, everyone. You ready to complete the Lantern Rite Festival quest? That's what we're doing today. We're gonna finish up the Lantern Rite story. But also, look at this. Look what I got while we were counting down. I finally finished Whispers in the Wind 5 times. We only have one quest to do left for an achievement in Mondstadt. We just need to get Reliable Helper one more time and do the top of the mountain. And then we will be completely done with dailies in Mondstadt. And then I move on to Inazuma, I guess? I don't know. I haven't checked if I still have stuff that I need in Inazuma, so we'll find out. Let's see how long it takes us to get our last Reliable Helper completion. Let me just double check and make sure that all of my stuff is turned on. Good. Excellent. Great. Let's go do our story. I'm very excited. We know how much I love Lantern right here. And I am enjoying our time spent with Gaming. He's a very good bean. Been having a very good time. Oh, I should have used Zhao. We could have been doing the dashes in the air. Too late now. Remember, always land far away from the quest so that they don't put you in a cutscene and then you come back dead because you were flying. Or rather, you were dropping and didn't have your glider out.
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Is it?
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Oh no! Oh, they're the ones who lost the kite! It's their kite that got blown onto Cloud Retainer's Mountain! Oh, Mama Bird's gonna kill them! Oh no! Oh, get your popcorn, chat.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
I know where it went! Mama Bird's gonna kill you!
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong.
Oh no.
Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Yep.
Your concern is misplaced, surely.
No, he's
Cloud
right.
Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite.
She noticed
On
that
the
kite.
subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Oh no! Oh, I hope she's not nearby to hear that. Oh, they're so screwed. She heard that, didn't she? Oh, they're so screwed. Oh,
Still
this is gonna
thy
be bad.
tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that
Oh, no.
this kite belongs to you.
Oh, she heard them.
Regard the
Hi,
situation
Sam.
with which we are now confronted.
Drew.
This is all your fault.
Okay, so last we left off, a kite with the mechanism to keep them flying, that's from Fontaine, got blown into Cloud Retainer's Mountain. And we didn't know who it came from. We found out who it came from. Sam, the kite came from Mountain Shaper. And they've been over here like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, actually, this new mechanical device, it's so interesting. It might even rival Cloud Retainer's own devices. And I'm pretty sure she heard them. Oh, shit's about to go down. You're just in time.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever.
She's
That may
stewing.
suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
She's stewing.
Hello?
Oh god.
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
I'm pretty sure she knows it's yours.
So an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Oh, they're making it worse.
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint!
Hold on,
Well,
let me get you a shovel.
and if that's
You're gonna
all-
need it.
Then we'll just be on our way.
Just digging that hole deeper.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan.
I tried.
Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
Yeah, we went
Aye.
chasing after her when she flew off in a territorial rage over finding the kite. So we ran after her, but Mama Bird be fast. Mama Bird be zooming in her territorial rage. We tried to stop her. We were unsuccessful, clearly. Yeah, she's gonna smack them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get smacked real hard.
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
Yes, Paimon,
It
your
is of
big
no
mouth as usual.
consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Hello, Def. Doo-doo. Get your popcorn, Def. These two are the ones who lost the kite. It was Mountain Shaper. Mountain Shaper lost the kite. Mama Bird found out. And Paimon just revealed that they are, the other two Adepti. It turns out Mama Bird already knew, but she was playing along until now.
Then you are not angry?
Oh, she's angry.
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves?
She's angry.
One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
She's also salty.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Listen to him. This man. He's got a silver tongue. He's been around for a very long time. And he has not wasted that time. He has worked very hard on his flattery skills. He knows how to flatter Mama Bird. We might be okay. He knows what to say and what not to say, exactly. He spent a very long time living with Mama Bird. Let's see if he can dig his way back out of that hole.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
Listen to this man! Oh! He's right up there with Kazuhu. He's got some flowery words. They're trying real hard. Are you flattered?
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time.
She's so flattered that she's flustered. Damn! Mooncarver's got it.
Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
She's going to kick their butts later. Yep.
All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
She is appeased for now. She needs to go be flustered elsewhere. She will come back to kick your butts later. Exactly. I'm glad it was Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper, and not some poor random soul who just lost their kite. That's what we were worried it was when we were chasing after. I was like, wait! Mama Bird, stop! It's just, the wind just blew in here. Nobody's trying to encroach on your territory. Please.
They're back.
I am back. Welcome back, me. I didn't catch up to Mama Bird.
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only 2 of you left?
Maybe the others got scared
After
and
you
left.
left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites.
Aw.
Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Because he's a good bean.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh, yeah?
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
It might be dangerous if it flew free.
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
I know what he meant, though.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
Perhaps he sees himself reflected in them?
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us, and...
You have a very different outlook and experience in life,
Shenhe?
Shenhe. Yours is also a valid opinion.
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Yes! We love it when we learn good lessons. We love that. We love it when a game or a show is like, well, here's the thing, and it gives you a little bit of wisdom. I love that. We love that.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Sure.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh, we love this event. We love the event this year. We love it every year, but we love the wisdom of this event this year. Good job, MiHoYo. Good job.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
Yes, kind
We were
of.
just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
Paimon! Rude! Why are you so rude today?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking.
What'd you make?
Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Okay, Mama Bird, you can feed
It's been
us.
so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Shenhe?
Worry not.
It's
One
okay.
has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
Don't worry, Shenhe. Mama Bird raised you. She knows what you want to eat. I call dibs on Paimon's portion. No. Take you up on your offer.
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Is that what this is about? Helping serve the food? Why'd she only call them to go with her? Mama Bird loves me too. She loves me too. Just because she didn't call me over personally. She just knows that she doesn't have to call me over personally. She knows that she doesn't have to tell me to come along. She loves me too.
This is...
Oh, she just wanted to dress them up. It's the new outfits.
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing.
Aww. It's okay, Ganyu.
Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
I relate to Ganyu. Pretty.
How do we look?
You look
She
fantastic.
asked them just like that?
Yes. Everyone is going to tell you that you look fantastic. Yeah, exact. Valid. Wind on my legs. I'm not used to that. It's a weird feeling. And if I have things in my hair, you know I'm constantly checking them to make sure that they're not, like, falling out. I'm not used to that either.
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those outfits really suit you both.
They're very pretty, and you look great in them. One small gust of wind equals 100,000 volts of static electricity made. Yes.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less.
They're so pretty. Both
What
outfits, very
colors have
pretty.
you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
Don't worry about it.
I like black.
I like black too.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
Heh.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
That's why I like it too!
And you, Ganyu?
It matches
I
everything
favor
too.
blue and black.
I also like
And the
blue
material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer. For this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content, as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
They're very pretty. I like them a lot. I want an outfit.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xianyun!
You know, it's not like I ever play on the Traveler anyway, because, like, I just don't really relate to her. And she's not really useful to me. I never play on her anyway, so, like, honestly, it really wouldn't make that big of a difference if they made an outfit for the Traveler. Not for me, at least. But it would still be cool. It would be cool for, like, everyone else, I'm sure. I'm sure other people would also like to have a different outfit. I would still appreciate a different outfit, even if I never play on the Traveler. It would just be nice, you know? They could make a different outfit for the Traveler. Also, they could give us the ability to, like, change to the opposite gender Traveler of what we started with, because, you know, I've said this before, once I started playing the game, the impression I was given by the trailers did not match up with my experience of the Traveler that I picked. So, I'd kind of like to be on Aether instead. I would kind of rather be on Aether. I like Aether better. I relate to Aether more. I just picked this because when you were watching the trailers, I liked how it looked when she used her abilities better. But turns out it's not as cinematic as the trailer made it looked. And now I'm disappointed. I'd rather have Aether.
This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet! Paimon can't stop eating. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
I'm sure he would let you eat as much as you want.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal.
We'll bring it back next time.
Oh, well, one will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
That's a good idea.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
It's because he's a good bean.
One has high standards.
He's a very good bean.
He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string?
Oh, and Master Tifu, yes.
Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Shinyan?
Paimon, that's not your business.
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Oh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Or
Oh,
you could
okay.
ask Gaming yourself.
Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
That's exactly the mentality you should have before you don't
What?
gossip about somebody else's situation.
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogias.
See, I can understand Mama Bird having an interest because she genuinely cares about people. We call her Mama Bird for a reason. And I know that she's asking about Gaming because she cares and not because she wants gossip. But Paimon just cannot shut her mouth. Shouldn't have started gossiping in the first place. I don't blame Mama Bird, but I sure do blame Paimon. Paimon had no right.
He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogias made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogias his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogias was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... one seems to have strayed off topic.
Just a little bit.
One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets.
I don't think you should force someone
Fate is fickle.
who has...
The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
If somebody has a problem with their family, it's probably for a reason. And you should never tell someone who has a problem with their family to the point that they have cut them off. You should never come at them with, but they're family, so you should make up with them. Don't ever do that, chat. Don't ever pretend to understand a situation that you're not involved in. And especially don't ever pretend to understand a situation that you have no experience in. Thank you.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
I hope I'm not about to be roped into us trying to get involved in somebody's family business that has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna be real upset.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
My job as a good friend is to be a good friend and listen to Gaming and understand, to the best of my ability, what he is going through, and to be a good listening ear and shoulder to lean on, not to try and convince him and finagle things so that he ends up forced to interact with and quote-unquote get along with his family. Yes, we need listeners, not problem solvers. If he wants to repair the rift that has formed between him and his father, then good for him. And I will be there to support him in whatever decision he makes. But it is not my job to convince him to do so. That is not my job. That is not my business. That is his decision.
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming!
I am going to be so angry. I'm going to be so angry. If this is anything other than we support Gaming in his dream, and he gets to do a really cool dance, and we set it up so that his father would see it, if it is anything other than that, I am going to be pissed. I am okay with setting it up so that his father sees how good he is at wushu dancing. I am not okay with getting in the middle of them. It better not be that.
Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah,
I thought he was the
perfect,
one
you're all
winning.
Here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Oh yeah?
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Are we gonna do an
Here.
escort quest? Is it his dad?
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
I don't like this.
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
I do not like how this is starting.
All right, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
I don't like this. And he's clearly uncomfortable. I'm gonna be angry, aren't I? I'm gonna be real angry, aren't I? It is incredibly uncool to
You're a bit
force
quiet today,
him
Gaming.
into a situation with his father
To tell a story?
and to pressure him
We're almost there.
to go along with
I'll
it
take a
when
rain
he's
check on
clearly
that.
uncomfortable. He's so uncomfortable, he doesn't even want to chit-chat with us on the walk.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
This is what you fucking wanted, Paimon.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you.
Screw
Just
off.
leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does.
Yeah, his father does not approve of his dream to be a wushu dancer. His father, in fact, disapproves so heavily that he tried to strong-arm Gaming into learning the family business, even though Gaming didn't want to. And when Gaming rejected a meeting that his father set up for him to meet influential people, they got into a huge fight, and Gaming, they say ran away from home, but I don't know that he's young enough to call it running away from home necessarily. He left and wanted nothing to do with his father anymore because his father was awful to him. Gaming says that he also had words. They had words that bordered on throwing hands, basically. They had words that bordered on throwing hands. They are both guilty of saying things that were probably very awful. And Gaming left because TLDR, Gaming's father told him that being a wushu dancer was a child's dream and that he could never do it. I can't say I side with his father on this one. Even if they had words that bordered on throwing hands and Gaming said some terrible things, doesn't mean Gaming was right to say the terrible things, but I'm gonna side with Gaming on this one.
Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
Fuck you.
The goods are all in order?
This is what you fucking wanted,
Yes,
Paimon.
they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us.
Fuck you,
Paimon doesn't know how
Paimon.
we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
I'm perfectly okay with you staying here and with Gaming never having to take this delivery in the first place. Yep. This one's gonna make me angry. This is wildly inappropriate. Yep, worst plan ever. Exactly. This is what people do. This is what people do. When you say you don't get along with your family, this is what people think is acceptable behavior to do. This is not acceptable behavior to do. This is how you don't do things, chat.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I hate you, Paimon.
I'm fine. Thank you.
I hate you with every fiber of my being,
The winter
Paimon.
melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Just stop.
Paimon. This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
No, he's not.
I'm
How
not
fucking
tired.
thick are you?
I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay.
This is what you wanted.
We'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
Her head is way thicker than
It
she is tall.
appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
You're in on this
Enough of your
too?
musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
You know what? At least they have the excuse of not understanding, like, that not understanding people. At least they have the excuse of being adeptus and not understanding being social.
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Our exquisite ornaments?
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is...
To beat them up?
Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Gaming!
The dust cloud.
Don't worry, he's a great
Oh
fighter.
my god.
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
Paimon,
But
shut up.
Gaming, If he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
You know what else would have made it so that he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations? I don't know. Maybe if you had even the tiniest bit of support for your son's dream. Maybe if you didn't completely just blow off his dream as something insignificant and childish and not even in the realm of possibility. Maybe if you took what you had and you supported your child. I don't know. That may have also made it so that he didn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations. Or even if you didn't agree with him, if you just didn't be a complete fucking asshole to him. You didn't even have to believe in him. You just didn't have to be a fucking asshole to him so that he felt the need to remove you from his life. Maybe if you had done that, he wouldn't have felt the need to put himself in such a dangerous situation. Stop being such a self-centered, selfish, horrible person. There you go. Dad has aggressive words for someone scared of two thugs. Yeah.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
I am not protecting you.
All is going to plan.
You're a bitch.
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Zhongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
He's
Good
flying
sir,
a kite, a
please, listen to
hotel
me.
kite!
Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
He'll be fine. he'll be fine. Mama Bird has social IQ of a pigeon. Yes.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh.
I'm not sure this is gonna...
Ah, I see.
Okay. Do
It
you?
appears many people are catching a chill as of late.
Oh, God.
If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just had some cake stuck in her throat.
Oh, we love Zhongli. He must have figured it all out by now. Is he just playing dumb? No, he is genuinely playing dumb. I'm pretty sure he is genuinely playing dumb.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once.
Yeah, he is indeed playing dumb. He is indeed dumb. He is not playing dumb. Oh boy. It's okay. Gaming's got it.
Oh? Well, if that's the case...
No, seriously,
such
Zhongli,
matters
it's okay.
are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe he gets
I
it.
suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since
Zhongli's
we
not
find
aware.
ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Story time with Zhongli. Oh, Zhongli knows the best relaxing places. It's okay. Zhongli's gonna fix this. Mama Bird has no idea what she's doing, but listen, Zhongli actually good at this. Zhongli actually good at this. Everything's gonna be okay.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Zhongli is down to earth, you could say. Yes. Pun maybe intended.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves.
Zhongli's got
If you
this.
ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Yep.
Well, he's a hard
Zhongli's
worker.
got this.
Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, And I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Oh, you definitely have.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
I think you're too controlling.
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Yup. I've just been sitting here the whole time, like, just leave it to Zhongli to get randomly caught up in this bullshit and to swoop right in and fix it. Be like, whoa, you're all royally screwing up. Let's just sit down and talk about this for a minute. And by the end of it, everyone's golden. Zhongli's got this. Yeah, he is 1000% on diffusing situations. Also, he has way more patience for this man than I do. As we've seen, I have 0 patience for this man's bullshit. None. Zhongli is a far more patient man than I will ever be. in these situations. Thank God for Zhongli, huh? Of course, I would have never gotten roped into this little scheme in the first place, so.
Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
Yep, doing the usual dad thing.
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Zhongli is just here, as usual, being a good dragon dad to everyone at this table. Just being the best dragon dad a Zhongli can be. He works in the funeral business. Yeah. Zhongli's part of the Liwa story. He works with Hu Tao, who is he's the Zhongli is the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, and he works with Hu Tao. And Zhongli is the best of beans. Zhongli is Dragon Daddy. He is Geo Daddy. We call him Geo Daddy because we love him and he's wholesome, and he is a very fatherly figure. Zhongli is Good Bean. Zhongli is Dragon Daddy. Someday we'll do the Liwa storyline and you'll understand why he's not just Geo Daddy, but he's also Dragon Daddy. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, Water Dragon Daddy too. Yep. Nouvelette. He is also Daddy. In a fatherly way. So we have two Dragon Daddies now.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Really?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
After you just had this entire conversation with Zhongli, you're still going to be a snot to your son? Really?
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
Yes, Paimon and Mama Bird did. I had nothing to do with it.
So, that's how we're starting off?
Yes, because...
Can't look me in the eye.
Oh my god.
Huh? Guess I'm right then.
I wanted nothing to do with this.
But how did you know?
Because
At first, their
you are
mannerisms seemed a
completely
bit
transparent.
stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Gaming's not dumb.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
Well, you did get your
I
plan
just
from
have a lot
Mama
of
Bird.
experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
He's even nice to bandits. They were fake bandits, but he's even nice to bandits. He's such a good bean. Also, ad break. Hydrate. Stretch. Do the self-care things. I have to, like, redo that Seribot message so that it has our message about hydrating and stretching, but I have not gotten to it. Your spine, exactly. This is why we have the 10-minute ad breaks. Not only so that there aren't commercials for anyone, except for once every 10 minutes, but also so that we're reminded every 10 minutes to take care of ourselves. Make sure we hydrate and stretch. It's good. Xylophonebone.mp3. Yes.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yes, Mama Bird and Paimon were, yes. Zhongli may have actually accomplished it. Don't worry.
I appreciate it, I really do.
It's
But
okay.
this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around.
Really, Paimon?
Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go.
You're an idiot.
You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
Do you want to talk to him?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Paimon, your advice is unwelcome. Do you want to talk to your father? Is that what you want to do?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it.
That's good
Listen
advice.
to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Once again, your advice is unwelcome. You went from good, supportive to your advice is unwelcome. You're real bad at this, Paimon. We already knew this, but like, just this quest has been a real. It wouldn't hurt to try, or good luck. I'll go with it wouldn't hurt to try. Yeah, permission to send Paimon into orbit. Exactly. I would love to.
I'll do my best.
Good job. You got this.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
Oh, Zhongli
You
can
flatter
teach you
me.
so much about
It
that.
was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
They can drink as much tea as they want, Paimon. I drink so much tea. I love tea.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
You're that way with
well
everyone,
said,
Zhongli.
Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Can you stop that?
Oh, of course.
Ahem. Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
Bye, Zhongli.
We'll see you off, Zhongli.
I miss story time, Zhongli. You could tell me more stories.
Have a nice chat, all right?
Are you sure he's ready? Ugh. Okay. You got this. I'll be right. I'm right within earshot. I'm right within earshot. I will be right. I'm right here. You got this. I won't be far.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As
love
for
you
my
too,
role in the
Zhongli.
conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you?
No, Zhongli, you don't understand. Maybe you do understand. That was going absolutely disastrously Thank God you showed up. Mama Bird has no idea how to handle these things, and Paimon was making it horribly worse with everything she said, every word that came out of her hole in her face.
Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Zhao, my boy!
You're here too?
Lantern
I've been
Rite,
here the whole
Zhao!
time.
Zhao, you're going with me to Lantern Rite. I have to take you to Lantern Rite. It's that time of year, Zhao. You're coming with me into Liyue to watch the Lantern Rite, right? It's been fine in the other 2 years. You promised. You promised, Zhao. You're coming with me to Lantern Rite. I'll make you some almond tofu.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
Zhao is a good boy.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget?
Do it.
The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I
should try
fear
it.
it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
Zhao
Am
played
I
the
wrong?
kite.
Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied.
Zhongli being a proper dad to baby Zhao. Oh my god. I love all of the cute little cartoons with Zhongli with a tiny baby Zhao. They are adorable. If you haven't seen them, you should definitely find them. They are adorable. Zhao is 100% Zhongli's child. Must protect.
This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
Wholesome!
All right.
Wholesome. Oh, are we picking up dinner? McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or Taco Bell? Oh gosh, I'm being put on the spot. Not McDonald's. Let's do Taco Bell. Sure, why not? Let's do Taco Bell. Baja Blast sounds good. What would Zhao do? I don't think Zhao would get any of those. Welcome back, Sam. Oh, Zhao, it turns out Zhao was, here, hanging out when we were coming over here and found Zhongli. Zhao went over, he saw the kite. He saw the Hu Tao ghost kite. And he went over to say hi because he thought it was Hu Tao. And that, you know, maybe Zhongli might be there. But he wanted to say hi to Hu Tao. But turns out it wasn't Hu Tao, it was Zhongli. And now we're just watching Zhao and Zhongli have a fatherly moment. Zhongli being fatherly to baby Zhao, as usual. It's very wholesome. He's trying to convince Zhao to fly a kite, and I think it's working. I needed help turning the Wii on. Nice. Yeah, I think Zhongli convinced Zhao to fly a kite.
I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
He convinced Zhao to fly a kite.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu.
Are Zhao and Zhongli related? Define related. I don't think they're related by blood. Since we haven't done Liwa's story, I don't want to get too into it in case you don't want spoilers. They are not literal father and son. But Zhongli is very much fatherly to Zhao. Someday we're gonna do the story, so like I don't want to spoil it. Zhao is an Adepti. He's one of the, or I think they're, yeah, they're Adeptus. There are different Adepti. There's the Adepti that we are very used to seeing that we saw earlier in here, Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, that are like demigod, kind of. And then there's Zhongli, or not Zhongli, Zhao. There's Zhao and the other Adepti that were with Zhao that are basically, they're like Zhongli's like peacekeepers almost. Like they hunt the bad energy, the demonic stuff, and they keep the people of Liyue safe. TLDR. I believe there was 5 of them, if I remember correctly. And 3 of them are confirmed dead. Yeah, they were Zhongli's generals. 3 of them are confirmed dead. If I remember correctly about there being 5. 3 of them are confirmed dead. 1 of them is assumed dead, but went missing. I think we actually found him. So now we know that he is, in fact, gone. Bodacious. Yes. Bodacious. And Zhao is the only one who is still alive from those original group of Adepti generals that Zhongli appointed and made Adepti, basically. Zhao was the youngest of all of them. He is actually like many hundreds and or thousands of years old, but as you can see, he is still we have known him as being quite young. He's a young man. So he was the youngest of Zhongli's generals. So they're related, like I said, like define related. He made them Adepti. He's basically like their father. He's 10k in human or about 14 in elf years. I think he's somewhere in the range of like 17 to 19, probably. I don't know if we have like a confirmed average human age of Zhao. I think he's somewhere in the range of like 17 to 19, probably. But he is obviously not that old anymore. He is much older than that now.
I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps
He
you
is.
can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
He is a very sweet peen. He's very edgy. He's very edgy. And he's very concerned with his karmic effect on the average person. So he tends to stay away from people because he doesn't want to hurt them, basically. He doesn't want to hurt them. And he kind of I think he kind of blows it off as wanting to be alone and all that, but we have had time to get to know him. And it is very much, he doesn't want to be alone. He just doesn't want to hurt anyone. He's very concerned about his presence harming the people around him. And so he has made the decision to be alone for the betterment of everyone. Yeah. But he's always watching. People in Liyue know that he is around. They know about him, they talk about him, they love him. He's always watching out for people. He is the conqueror of demons. He is the best of beans. He is a very good boy. And every year for Lantern Rite, we convince him to come with us and enjoy Lantern Rite. Because he's safe with us. His karmic energy does not affect us. And we love him very much. He is our boy. Thank you for headpats. Zhao colored headpats! Nice.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
You could enjoy kite
Well,
flying.
I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
The competition's not the important thing right now. We'll be fine.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
Do you like
I
flying?
suppose I neither like nor dislike it.
He likes it.
Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind.
He likes flying
Perhaps
kite.
they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
Zhao, do you want to make a kite?
There's no need.
Oh, come on!
Minogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design.
Yaksha, that's what they're called. Zhao is a Yaksha. He's a very particular form of Adeptus. He is a Yaksha. He is a demon hunter.
When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Of course. I will definitely meet you at Pervasi's temple, and we will light some incense for them.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last
sure
time
she's
I
great.
spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
Bye!
See you next time.
Love you! Best dragon daddy. So fatherly, much wholesome. Okay, hold on. We're gonna pause here for a minute. Because I actually need to go to the bathroom. So before we get into this, I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a few minutes. Let's take a break real quick. And we'll come back. And we'll see how this goes with Gaming and his dad. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Hope everyone's good, comfy, got your drinks, got snacks, got comfy blankets. We are ready. Thank you for the welcome back, Sam. Welcome back to all of you, too. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how Gaming and his dad do.
Gaming...
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Really?
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
Really?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance.
Oh my god.
Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Stop meddling!
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Zhongli just fixed your bullshit! They're going to ruin everything he did, aren't they?
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
Yeah, this is the worst
Has
thing.
work
Agreed.
been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Heh. And go to work. All right, Sam. You have a good day at work. Don't mind Mama Bird's BS. I'm sure it'll all be fine in the end. Because Zhongli's got this. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way.
Oh gosh.
If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Gaming, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
Okay.
I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, There will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Oh my god.
Shh. Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now.
They're trying.
Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
To Liyue Harbor we go. Well, that was a whole... That was a thing. Good thing we had Zhongli to fix it. Really should have never gotten involved in the first place.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
I like her hat.
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
I wonder if wushou dancing would do better in Fontaine. Since everyone there is like, they're so obsessed with theater and like drama and entertainment. I wonder if wushou dancing would be better off there, where they might appreciate it more.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
I have no idea. She's the very important client, apparently.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Mama Bird, what are you doing?
What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Oh my gosh. Or we could just be done with the plan. It already accomplished getting them to talk. I don't think we need to be forcing them together anymore.
I take it that all is going well?
No thanks
Don't
to
worry,
you.
Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
No, it's not. Zhongli fixed it.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
So does she.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What?
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
I have so much money, it's okay.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontanians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose Mora on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Something, we let your dad watch you dance?
Let's split up and make it happen.
I don't think any more meddling is necessary.
But we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
We're gonna go get a kite. Oh, we're gonna get a mechanical thingamabob, not a kite. We already have a kite. We're gonna attach a thing to it. Zoom. Hello, I would like to buy one of your thingamabobs, apparently.
Hello again.
Kites.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
Wholesome.
She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Wholesome.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
I already have a kite.
We already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
I hope we get to see Xiao fly a kite.
Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Aw, over here. Here we go. Oh, heck yeah. The lanterns.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Okay. Cute.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever.
Huh? What's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
Oh. They had to turn down all the other lights so it doesn't drown out this.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Oh.
Wait, the wind.
It's okay, Mama Bird got me.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Oh, she made the kite.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him.
It was very good.
He's over there, talking to his dad.
As usual, Lantern Rite is just beautiful. It's fantastic. I bet Gaming gets noticed now,
I
too.
think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Dad.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
It was.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind.
Good.
Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. All right, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Hugs. Aw. Wholesome. Good for you.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
I like neither of these options.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
I'm glad she made that
That's
kite.
quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out.
You should thank
If everyone
Zhongli.
has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
And there's still more. There can't be much more though. Like that was pretty much it. The what now? Yeah, don't forget Zhao, exactly. It wants us to do this first. I don't know if we're gonna get a... How long do we have left of the event? 9 days? I think we're just gonna have to do it without that. I'm sure it won't be that big of a difference. Wait until 2 days later. I don't want to risk not completing the story before the festival's timer runs out. Alright. What time did it want? Noon to 4. Okay.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say...
Something, Paimon's talking. Alright, let's go finish this up.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
We're gonna go see Hu Tao.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit!
Dang!
Huh? Did you hear that?
Yes, I think everyone heard that.
Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
I think that's Hu Tao.
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's Hu Tao. Almonds this and cocoa paste that.
What are they doing here? Navia, Clarande!
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
Or was it Navia?
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you, too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain?
Gathering materials.
And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
She's getting ingredients.
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Don't be rude, Paimon.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
I think she's
no,
just excited about it.
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
I'm not so sure about that.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Oh, God.
Huh?
Paimon, why do your voice lines always have so much room?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up. Yeah.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who? She was here?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Chaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
Aha.
So you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nervalet was here too?
A lot of people here.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Good. Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
Maybe.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
Seems like a fitting gift.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalet even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglow tea?
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
No, we're just hanging out.
Right, who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
You're fine.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Okay.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Sure thing.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
Bye-bye. Back we go. This way. Now go find Hu Tao. Let's go. Doggo!
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum!
Food.
Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Maybe.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
I think so.
Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village.
Maybe.
Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
That would be pretty normal for Hu Tao.
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide.
Dongo.
But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
Sure.
Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
All right. Hustler Hu Tao it is then. I'm sure both are probably happening.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
Is she looking for fish? Oh, jeez. Paimon, you're so loud.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Yes, you are.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
Yep. I've keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting.
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
Always.
I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
Why?
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over Teyvat, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
Thank
Since
you.
we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yes.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise.
Yeah, she actually tried to start a fight with me.
What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye.
Oh, yeah.
I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
Way more.
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Possibly.
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way. Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
I'm not sure about Hu Tao.
You may not have heard, friends, but... Miss Hu Tao...
There's a sale going on at the funeral parlor.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Winning.
Yep.
She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Ew.
What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us?
Paimon was.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Yep.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Tour guide.
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
He probably was.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
I win. It was
right.
both.
Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too. Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine by me.
Hey, don't be upset, Traveler.
I'm not upset. I was right.
How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Sure.
As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I will treat you to food, Hu Tao. Sure.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Is it?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Did, something happen recently, Farina?
Like what?
What do you mean?
I haven't done the story, don't spoil it.
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
You're assuming.
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
I mean, you're pretty famous.
Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point.
Nice.
Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
No.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Oh, I doubt that.
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's
Uncle
someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
It was Nouvelette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Because he's always with you.
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
Tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Clorinda.
Huh. Paimon never thought Nouvelette would be the type to get lost.
I could see him getting lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine. Yep, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction.
Do you?
But speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No. No, he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me. All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
He does.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting.
Oh, he's always dressed like that.
It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
He's always dressed like that.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no.
Ah.
At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
Always the gentleman.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Alright, hold on. I need to be right back real quick again. And the ad break's about to hit. So I will be right back. Alright. We are back. Let's get this finished up.
Is that so?
Judging by how Zhongli is acting and taking into consideration Nublet's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Maybe.
Hmm?
But why? But why though, Zhongli? You don't want to see the other dragon, Daddy? It is what it is, I guess. It's truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Verina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
But why though?
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point. That's right! She's got more friends than she knows what to do with!
I do have more friends that I know what to do with. We have so many party members that I don't get to use. I'm good with people. I have a certain charm about me. I am a superstar.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit.
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days.
I don't know. He might.
He shouldn't
It
keep
might.
himself cooped up all the time.
It might fall apart without him.
Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He is. He has to pick up after Fiorina. It's a very important job. The fair and impartial Iudex of Fontaine, the head of the highest court in the land.
Hey, sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right.
Oh, he's all right.
In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
Yes, in some ways he does.
Correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hutao.
Oh, hello.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
They do. That's my friends.
Oh, it's Navia and Clarand. Hey, over here!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
You're fine.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine.
Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone's doing introductions. Oh, Hutao likes Clurin's profession, apparently. Is that a Sealy?
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina,
Oh, yes?
when are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Could all go together.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Hutao.
8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But
I don't think she needs any more scaring.
If you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Ooh.
Oh my god.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
So are you.
By the way, did I hear you mention that Clarand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
She did her best.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
It's a very nice little village. You all had a good
Only
time.
the best. And I've learned a lot, too.
Good.
Thank you so much, Miss Hutao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me.
Where are they?
A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps.
Ooh.
Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast.
Oh, heck yeah.
Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
Are you
So
sure?
all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sigewin.
Aw.
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
And you, Fiorina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that.
Like what?
They should all be things I can use. I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Maybe.
Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
Maybe he is.
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Maripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
He's such a
Neuvillette is a
gentleman.
man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Chlorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Sure.
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
You mean like
Right,
Zhongli? Zhongli is all those things.
Indeed.
Chlorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of
that
the
way.
Fortress of Maripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
Oh gosh. What if I don't want to go back to see Risley? Okay, we gotta go from here. We can turn our coins on the way.
We don't know exactly when he'll show up.
It'll be fine. We'll just wait for him. We'll turn in our treasure coins first. Our amulets or whatever they are. Oh, never mind. We don't have enough. Anyway. I haven't been treasure hunting here. I've been doing my treasure hunting in Sumeru. Because I still don't have the map completed there. I don't have everything 100%ed, I mean. The map is complete. I just don't have 100% exploration progress. So, I've been running around with my handy-dandy Dendro treasure compass. Just looking for all the things. I found the last teleport there a couple nights ago. Where am I going? Oops. We got distracted. Started just running around blindly. With no direction. There we go.
Look! It's Neuvillette! We lucked out!
Found him!
It's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
It has.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
Are you also avoiding Zhongli?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day.
Okay.
Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
Yeah, I just came from there. We ran into Fiorina and stuff.
Thank you for informing me.
Did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
Good job.
I have to hand it to Clorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation?
Yep.
Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
Oh, gosh.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
Oh? Why? What happened?
Did Neuvillette get tricked?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Oh, no.
That explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
Oh?
This is...
What is it?
a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
Oh, okay.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
Okay.
A legal codex, huh?
That's neat.
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
He thought you would like
Since
it.
ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts. So I decided to have a go.
He made it!
We joked with Clorand some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Wholesome.
So that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
That's wholesome.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law.
Nice.
That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Nice.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
He was making a gift.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water.
Was it
The
good?
aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
You should. A balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one.
Yup.
After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
And how was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
Oh? Oh! It's so pretty! It's friend-shaped! I like it. What a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
It is, and
That
it's
was indeed
cute.
one of my inspirations.
It's amazing. The color also really matches your style.
Really? You like it?
I do.
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order.
You're fine.
But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Really? Yes. Heck yes.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Thank you. I love it.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol.
I'm sure
But
it'll be fine.
I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world.
Aw.
Now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
It is, and there's fun stuff you can do. Nice. Are we all done? Was that all of it? Did we finish? We did. We'll do one more thing, real quick. One more. We told Zhao we would go and meet him at Bodacious's shrine. Or not Bodacious. Is it over here? I think it's like over here? Or something? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's around here. Yeah! Zhao! I'm here!
Traveler.
Hi! I'm here! Just as I thought, you stopped short of stepping into the city again.
Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lantern Rite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain. As long as I stand at this vantage point, I may freely behold the sights of all the kites slowly ascending into the sky. For me, that is enough.
Okay. If it makes you happy.
I invited you here because there is something I would like to do.
Okay.
I want to release a shell lantern, and I'd like you to be there for it.
Aww! I'm happy to be here with you and release the Zhao Lantern. Did you make it yourself?
Yes. I apologize for its crude appearance. I have little skill in that regard.
It's beautiful, Zhao. It's beautiful and I love it, and you did a great job.
You are very kind, as usual. All right. It's time.
Aw. Lantern Rite with Zhao! We got to release a lantern with him! Happy. Why are you sighing? Aw. As the Zhao lantern slowly disappears into the tranquil night sky, Zhao's expression softens.
Traveler,
Yes, Zhao?
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Let's go light some incense. And then we'll call it for the day.
I need to collect more information.
Oh, I have to. There we go. Hi, friend. It's Lantern Rite again. Zhao misses you. I hope you like the kites. Alright. That is it. We pause. We finished Lantern Rite. We got all the story. We released a lantern with Zhao. We're all done. Thank you for enjoying another fantastic Lantern Rite with me. It was very fun, as always, and it was very beautiful, as always. Don't forget to turn in your dailies.
Thank you for
Make sure to talk to Catherine too. That's free, easy Freemo gems and companionship XP. Make sure you're on your companionship party members for it. Oh, one more. Don't forget your battle pass, like I almost did. There we go. Alright. All done. That is it for today. Let's close it up. Alright. We'll see who is live real quick. See if we've got anyone we want to raid into today. Looks like a nope for today. That's alright. I've got dinner waiting for me. I'm sure you'd all like to go and eat too. Thanks for coming. I had a wonderful Lantern Rite and I hope you did too. You all have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Toot-roo.